Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be exploring 15 countries that are surprisingly easy to move to. We've got a stack of research on visas, the cost of living, and lifestyle. And some of these places, I gotta say, are truly hidden gems.
Yeah?
So if you're out there and you're looking for a change of scenery, a new adventure, or just a more affordable way of life, you might just find your dream destination today.
You very well might.
Mm.
It's actually fascinating how many paths are available.
Oh, yeah.
We're not just talking about retirement visas.
Right.
Those are definitely in the mix. We'll also be looking at options for digital nomads, investors,
Right.
and maybe those just seeking, a temporary escape,
Right.
but with the possibility of staying longer.
Yeah, that's always a good option to have. Okay, so let's dive in. Our first stop is Belize.
Okay?
Crystal clear waters, English-speaking locals, a relaxed pace of life. I can practically feel the sand between my toes already.
Belize definitely had that Caribbean charm, especially if you're looking for a beach escape.
Right.
It's also relatively easy to transition, I'd say, from a tourist to a resident.
Oh, okay.
You can enter on a 30-day tourist visa, pretty
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
And while you're there, apply for their Qualified Retired Person Program, or QRP for short.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
QRP, got it.
Catchy.
Yeah. So you can test the waters before diving in. I'm guessing there's a catch.
Well, there's always some fine print, right?
Right.
To become a permanent resident in Belize, they do require you to live there for a full year,
Oh, wow. Okay.
with only 14 days allowed outside the country.
Oh, wow. So you really got to
Is the commitment.
admit, yeah, you really got to be sure.
Yeah.
This highlights the importance of thinking about your long-term goals, I guess, when choosing a country.
Absolutely.
If you have strong ties back home, or you're not quite ready to commit to one place, Belize's requirements might be a hurdle.
A bit of a hurdle, yeah.
That makes sense. We need to be sure you're ready to embrace the Belizean lifestyle fully. Okay, let's switch gears and head south to Brazil. Carnival, beaches, a vibrant culture, and surprisingly good healthcare, from what I've heard.
It's true.
But I'm not sure I'm ready to tackle Portuguese after just starting to learn Spanish.
Yeah, that's fair. Learning a new language is definitely a big factor when relocating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just about getting by in everyday situations. It's about connecting with the local community
Yeah.
and truly immersing yourself in the culture.
Yeah.
Think of it as an investment in your experience.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
You're right, it's about more than just ordering a coffee. Okay, next up is a country that's undergone a remarkable transformation, El Salvador.
It really has.
Once known for safety concerns, it's now considered one of the safest countries in Latin America.
Amazing.
Plus, they were the first to embrace Bitcoin as legal tender. Now that's forward thinking.
El Salvador is a great example of how destinations can evolve.
Yeah.
It's really important to stay updated on current events, when you're considering a move abroad. Their embrace of Bitcoin also reflects a growing trend. The intersection of technology and relocation. Who knows? Maybe your crypto holdings could be your ticket to a new life.
Yeah, that's true. That's interesting. So you could be sipping cocktails on a beach, paying for everything with Bitcoin. Talk about a digital nomad's dream. Let's move on to Guatemala,
Okay.
a country that's been stealing the hearts of expats for years, I hear.
It's true.
Stunning natural beauty, from volcanoes to lakes, and a cost of living that's incredibly appealing. But it sounds like brushing up on my Spanish is non-negotiable here.
You're absolutely right. Spanish is essential for daily life in Guatemala. But imagine being able to converse with locals, navigate markets, and truly soak up the culture. Guatemala has these ancient Mayan roots and vibrant indigenous traditions. Speaking the language unlocks a whole new level of understanding and connection.
I can definitely see that.
Plus, their 90-day tourist visa is renewable for another 90 days. So that gives you plenty of time to explore and decide if it's the right fit.
Okay, that's really helpful. So plenty of time to practice my Spanish and soak up that incredible culture. What if you fall in love with Guatemala and decide to stay longer?
Well, Guatemala has some great options for that.
Okay.
They have a retirement visa called the Pensionado visa,
Okay.
which only requires a monthly income of $1,250.
Oh, wow.
That's very affordable, especially compared to some other options we'll be discussing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an amazing deal. All right, our next stop is Nicaragua,
Right.
another Central American gem with beautiful beaches, lush jungles, and a captivating colonial history.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a paradise for nature lovers.
Nicaragua truly boasts incredible biodiversity, from active volcanoes to pristine rainforests. It's a dream come true for adventurers and ecotourists. And much like Guatemala, it offers a 90-day tourist visa with the option to apply for residency while you're there.
Oh, cool. So you can experience what is it, the Pura Vida?
Pura Vida, yeah.
The Pura Vida lifestyle firsthand before making a long-term commitment. What about residency options in Nicaragua? What are those like?
They have a similar retirement visa to Guatemala's,
Oh, okay.
also requiring $1,250 per month.
Okay.
Additionally, they have a rentista visa,
Okay.
which is a passive income visa, with the same income requirements. So
Yeah.
if your income isn't tied to, traditional employment,
Right.
you still have a pathway to residency.
Oh, that's great. There's definitely some flexibility there. Now, I know safety is a big concern for a lot of people thinking about moving abroad.
Mhm.
How does Nicaragua compare to Guatemala in that regard?
That's an important question.
Yeah.
Both countries have faced challenges with safety in certain areas. The U.S. State Department currently ranks Nicaragua as level 3,
Okay.
advising travelers to reconsider their plans. While we know individuals who live there and love it, it's crucial to do your research and prioritize your personal safety. Remember, every individual's experience and risk tolerance will be different.
Yeah, that's a great point. What feels safe for one person might not feel the same for another. You always have to weigh the pros and cons and make the best decision for your own situation.
Exactly. Each of these countries offers a unique blend of opportunities and challenges.
Yeah.
It's about finding the best fit for you.
So we've covered 5 incredible destinations so far, each with unique pros and cons. It's amazing how diverse the options are. Have any of these countries sparked your wanderlust?
I'm curious, what stands out to you from these first 5 countries? Is there one that's piqued your interest or perhaps surprised you? Take a moment to consider what resonates most with your own priorities and lifestyle.
That's a great suggestion.
I'm already feeling inspired by all the amazing options we've explored so far, ready to discover 5 more.
Absolutely. Let's continue our journey south and explore another Central American gem, Costa Rica, known for its Pura Vida lifestyle. Stunning beaches, rainforests teeming with wildlife, and that laid-back attitude. It sounds like the ultimate escape.
Costa Rica has long been a favorite for expats, and it's easy to see why. It offers a 6-month tourist visa, giving you plenty of time to soak in the beauty and explore various regions before making any decisions about staying longer.
Wow, 6 months. That's a generous amount of time to really get a feel for the country. What if you fall in love with Costa Rica and want to extend your stay? What are the options for that?
Well, you're in luck. Costa Rica has several residency options, including a retirement visa that only requires a monthly income of $1,000. They also have a rentista visa for passive income, which has a higher monthly requirement of $2,500 or a $60,000 deposit. And for those of you who are digitally inclined, there's a digital nomad visa with a $3,000 monthly income requirement.
So whether you're retired, earning passive income, or working remotely, Costa Rica has a pathway for you. It seems like they're really embracing the global shift towards remote work.
They are. And it's a smart move. Attracting digital nomads can boost the economy and bring new energy and ideas to the country. But while Costa Rica offers a high quality of life, it's important to note that some areas have become quite touristy, which can lead to increased prices. Housing costs in popular expat communities have also been on the rise. It's not the cheapest country on our list, that's for sure.
That's something to keep in mind, for sure. It's all about finding that balance between affordability and the lifestyle you're looking for. Speaking of affordable residency, our next stop is Panama. Another Central American gem with lots to offer, I hear.
Panama is a fascinating country. It offers a 6-month tourist visa, just like Costa Rica, allowing for extended exploration before committing to residency. And like Costa Rica, it has a retirement visa with a $1,000 monthly income requirement. Panama also has a digital nomad visa, but this one has a higher annual income requirement of $36,000.
Whoa! $36,000 a year. That's a big jump from Costa Rica's digital nomad visa.
It is, and it's important to note that the digital nomad visa in Panama doesn't allow you to bring dependents or lead to permanent residency. It's really designed for individuals who are looking for temporary relocation, perhaps a year or two of exploring a new culture and working remotely.
Got it. So it's more of a temporary adventure visa. What makes Panama stand out from the other countries we've talked about? What makes it unique?
Panama is known for its stability, largely due to the Panama Canal, which plays a significant role in global trade. This stability has attracted expats and investors from all over the world. It's also relatively close to the U.S. which makes travel back and forth more convenient if you have family or business ties there. Plus, it offers a mix of city life in Panama City and quieter coastal and mountain communities. So you can choose the lifestyle that suits you best.
That's a great point. It's not just about the visa requirements, it's about the overall vibe and lifestyle of the country. Speaking of which, how's the healthcare system in Panama? That's always a big consideration when moving abroad.
You're absolutely right. Healthcare is essential, and Panama boasts a good healthcare system, both public and private, which is a major draw for expats seeking quality medical care.
Okay, good to know. It sounds like Panama has a lot to offer. All right, let's shift gears and fly across the Atlantic to Uruguay. I've heard amazing things about this South American country. Progressive policies, a high quality of life, and a strong sense of community.
Uruguay is often called the Switzerland of South America, and for good reason. It's known for its stability, safety, and inclusive society. It's a relatively small country with a strong expat community, particularly in the coastal areas.
It sounds idyllic. What's the visa situation like in Uruguay?
Uruguay offers a 90-day tourist visa, and you can apply for residency once you're in the country. They have a straightforward retirement visa program that leads directly to permanent residency with a monthly income requirement of $1,500. They also have a digital nomad visa, though the income requirements aren't published online. It's generally recommended to show at least $1,500 per month for this visa as well.
So, Uruguay seems pretty open to welcoming people from all walks of life, whether you're retired, working remotely, or just looking to experience a new culture. What's the catch? It almost sounds too good to be true.
Well, the primary consideration with Uruguay is its distance from the U.S. It's a long-haul flight, often with layovers, making trips back home less frequent and more expensive. It's definitely something to factor in if you have family or business ties in the U.S.
That's a good point. Distance can be a major factor, especially if you're someone who values staying connected to loved ones back home. Okay, let's continue our journey north to Latvia. This is our first European destination on the list, and I'm excited to learn more.
Latvia is a Baltic nation with a rich history, stunning natural beauty, and a growing expat community. It's part of the Schengen zone, which allows for easy travel within 26 European countries.
Wait, the Schengen zone? Remind me what that means again.
Of course. The Schengen zone is a group of 26 European countries that have abolished passport and border control at their mutual borders. It essentially acts as a single country for international travel purposes. This means that as an American, you can stay in the Schengen zone for 90 days out of every 180 days. However, Latvia also has a bilateral agreement with the U.S., allowing Americans to extend their stay in Latvia for an additional 90 days.
That's fantastic. So you could potentially spend 6 months exploring Latvia and other Schengen countries. What an incredible opportunity. What are the long-term residency options like in Latvia? Let's say you decide you want to make it your home base.
Well, Latvia offers a retirement visa with a monthly income requirement of $1,035, which is roughly equivalent to $1,100. They also have a digital nomad visa, but that one requires a higher monthly income of around $3,200. So if you're working remotely, you'll need to show a bit more financial stability.
Okay, so Latvia seems like a great option for those looking for a European adventure, whether temporary or long-term. What are some of the things to keep in mind when considering Latvia? Are there any potential downsides?
Well, Latvia experiences long, cold winters, which might not appeal to everyone, especially if you're coming from a warmer climate. Also, while English is spoken in major cities, learning some Latvian is helpful for integrating into the local community, especially in smaller towns and rural areas. It shows respect for the culture and can make your experience much richer.
That makes sense. Embracing the local language is always a good idea. All right, our next stop is Cyprus, an island nation in the Mediterranean known for its sunny weather, beautiful beaches, and ancient ruins. It sounds like a dream destination.
Cyprus definitely has a lot to offer. It offers a 90-day tourist visa, and while you're there, you can apply for their long-term residency permit, often referred to as the pink slip visa. Kind of an intriguing name, isn't it?
Pink slip, that definitely catches my attention. Tell me more about this pink slip visa. What are the requirements?
Well, it requires a bank deposit of €30,000 and an annual income of $30,000, which is approximately $32,000 for both the deposit and income. But here's the good news. This income can come from any source: pension, passive income, freelancing, you name it.
That's pretty flexible, so you don't necessarily have to be traditionally employed to qualify. What are some of the pros and cons of living in Cyprus? It sounds like paradise, but I'm sure there are some trade-offs.
You're right, there's always a balance. Cyprus offers a Mediterranean lifestyle with warm weather most of the year, beautiful beaches, and a rich history. It's a safe country with a good healthcare system and a diverse expat community. However, it can get crowded during tourist season, especially in popular coastal areas. And the cost of imported goods can be higher than in other countries.
So you might have to pay a bit more for certain things, but you get to enjoy that incredible island life. Okay, we've covered 10 fascinating destinations so far. This is incredible.
Before we move on to our final 5 countries, let's pause for a moment. Think about what we've discussed so far. What are you noticing about the factors that influence relocation choices? What are some of the common threads or emerging trends that resonate with you?
That's a great question. It's definitely making me think about what's most important to me in a new home. I'm noticing a growing emphasis on digital nomad visas and remote work options. It seems like more and more countries are recognizing the value of attracting location-independent professionals, which is exciting. I'm also struck by the variety of income requirements. Some countries are incredibly affordable, while others require a substantial financial commitment. It really highlights the importance of research and aligning your choice with your personal circumstances.
You're spot on. These are just a few of the key themes we'll continue to explore as we delve into the remaining 5 countries.
From the beaches of Central America to the progressive streets of Uruguay, and now, for this final leg of our journey,
Yes,
we are heading to Asia,
to Asia.
where ancient traditions meet modern dynamism.
That's right.
All right, first on the list is Sri Lanka, an island nation known for its stunning beaches, tea plantations, and ancient Buddhist sites.
Sri Lanka is a treasure trove of natural beauty and cultural heritage. It's becoming increasingly popular with expats, especially those seeking a more spiritual and mindful lifestyle.
Oh, wow.
You could practice yoga overlooking the Indian Ocean, meditate in ancient temples, or volunteer with local communities.
Wow, living in a spiritual haven with beautiful beaches. Sign me up. What's the visa situation like in Sri Lanka? Can you just pack your bags and go?
Well, not quite. Just pack your bags. You'll need to apply for a 30-day tourist visa online before you arrive.
Okay.
While you're there, you can apply for an extension and kind of explore their retirement visa options.
Okay.
The retirement visa requires a monthly income of $1,500 and a $15,000 deposit.
Okay.
They've also approved a digital nomad visa,
Oh, cool.
though it's not yet implemented.
Okay.
The anticipated income requirement for that is $2,000 per month.
So there are options for both those seeking long-term relocation and those wanting to experience Sri Lanka's magic as a digital nomad. What are some of the drawbacks? I mean, every paradise has a few clouds, right?
That's true. Sri Lanka has faced, some economic challenges in recent years,
Oh.
which have impacted infrastructure, particularly in rural areas.
Oh, okay.
You might find internet and cell phone connections to be less reliable outside of major cities.
Right.
And like many island nations, the cost of imported goods can be higher.
That's definitely something to consider. Good internet is a must for me, especially if I'm working remotely. Okay, our next stop is Vietnam,
Right?
a country known for its bustling cities, breathtaking landscapes, and delicious cuisine.
The food is amazing.
I've heard the street food scene is incredible.
Well, it's unbelievable. It's one of the best in the world.
Really?
Absolutely.
I gotta go.
Vietnam has become a magnet for expats and travelers alike. It offers a 90-day tourist visa.
Okay.
And while it doesn't currently have a formal residency visa program, many people extend their stay through what are called visa runs to neighboring countries.
Visa runs, that sounds a bit adventurous.
It's a little bit of a process.
What exactly does that entail?
So a visa run involves leaving Vietnam before your visa expires and re-entering on a new tourist visa.
Oh, okay.
It can be as simple as a quick trip to a neighboring country like Cambodia or Thailand.
Oh, okay.
However, it's important to note that there's always a risk involved.
Oh, okay.
Immigration policies can change, and there's no guarantee you'll be allowed back into the country after a visa run.
So it's a bit of a gamble. What makes Vietnam so appealing despite the visa challenges?
Well, Vietnam offers an incredibly vibrant and affordable lifestyle. I mean, like I said, the food is amazing, the people are friendly, and there's a sense of energy and possibility in the air.
Cool.
Plus, it's a country of contrasts. You can explore bustling cities like Ho Chi Minh City,
Right.
wander through serene rice paddies, and relax on stunning beaches, all within easy reach.
It sounds like a country that truly has something for everyone.
It really does.
Okay, let's move on to the Philippines. This archipelago nation is known for its stunning beaches, friendly people, and English-speaking population, which could make the transition a bit easier.
Absolutely. The Philippines has long been a popular destination for retirees and expats. English is widely spoken, making it easy to navigate daily life. It offers a 90-day tourist visa, which you can extend multiple times.
Okay.
They also have a special retirement visa with an $800 monthly income requirement and a $10,000 deposit for those aged 50 and over.
Okay.
And this visa is indefinite as long as you meet their physical presence requirements.
Indefinite. That's pretty appealing. It sounds like a great option for those seeking a permanent move.
It is, but it's important to be aware that immigration policies are constantly evolving. There have been recent reports of authorities shortening the allowed extension periods and cracking down on those who have been living in the Philippines on extended tourist visas for several years. It's crucial to stay up to date on the latest regulations and consult with an immigration lawyer if you're considering a long-term move.
So while there's a path to permanent residency, you need to stay informed and be prepared for potential changes. What else should people consider if they're thinking about the Philippines?
The Philippines is a beautiful country with a lot to offer, but it's important to be aware of the potential downsides. There are safety concerns in certain areas,
Okay.
and major cities can be crowded and noisy. The country is also prone to earthquakes and typhoons, so you need to be prepared for the possibility of natural disasters.
That's good advice. Always be prepared. Okay, let's shift gears again and head back to Europe,
Okay.
this time to Georgia.
Our Georgia.
I'm talking about the country, not the state, of course.
Yes, the country of Georgia.
So Georgia is located at the crossroads of Europe and Asia and offers a captivating blend of ancient history, stunning mountain scenery, and a vibrant modern culture.
It's a really cool country.
And here's the best part, I hear. Americans get a one-year tourist visa upon arrival.
1 year.
A whole year. Wow. You could literally just pack your bags and go, that's incredible. What's driving this open-door policy?
Well, Georgia has been investing heavily in infrastructure and tourism,
Oh, okay.
making it an increasingly attractive destination for tourists and expats.
Right.
They're eager to welcome visitors and showcase their unique culture. However, while Georgia is generally safe, there are political tensions with Russia over disputed territories, which have led to recent protests. It's something to monitor closely and be aware of when considering Georgia as a potential destination.
That's good advice. Always stay informed about the political climate of any country you're considering moving to. Okay, last but not least, we have Albania.
Albania.
This is a country that's often overlooked but has been gaining popularity with adventurous travelers and expats.
Albania is a hidden gem on the Balkan Peninsula.
Okay.
Like Georgia, it offers Americans a 1-year tourist visa, allowing ample time to explore its stunning coastline, rugged mountains, and charming towns.
So you can really immerse yourself in Albanian culture and see if it's the right fit for you. What about long-term residency options? Are there pathways to stay beyond that initial year?
Albania has several options, including a retirement visa that requires only $11,125 in annual income.
Whoa.
That's incredibly affordable.
Wow.
They also have a real estate visa, though the financial requirements for that one aren't readily available.
Okay.
And for digital nomads, they have a visa with a $2,800 deposit and a $300 monthly income requirement.
Those are some seriously tempting options, especially for budget-conscious expats or digital nomads. What are some of the things to consider if you're thinking about Albania? Are there any potential challenges or downsides?
Well, Albania is still a developing country, so you might encounter some infrastructure challenges, particularly with public transportation.
Okay.
It also doesn't have direct flights to the U.S., so travel back home can be a bit more complicated, often involving layovers.
That's a good point. Convenience and accessibility are important factors to consider, especially if you plan to travel back and forth frequently. So we've explored 15 incredible destinations offering a range of options for relocation or temporary adventure. From the beaches of Belize to the mountains of Georgia, the world is full of possibilities.
Absolutely. And, exploring all these options has got me thinking, if you could design the perfect country for relocation, what would it look like? What aspects of these 15 countries would you prioritize? Would you blend the affordability of Vietnam with the stability of Uruguay? Or maybe the natural beauty of Costa Rica with the digital nomad friendliness of Georgia?
It's such a thought-provoking question. It really gets to the heart of what truly matters to us when we think about, potentially uprooting our lives and moving to another country. Maybe by envisioning our ideal destination, we can gain a clearer sense of what we're really looking for in a new home, whether temporary or permanent. So to all our listeners out there, I encourage you to dream big. What does your perfect country look like? And maybe, just maybe, it's out there waiting for you to discover it. Until next time, happy exploring.